Hey there and welcome. If you're gearing up to become a certified pressure vessel inspector, you have definitely come to the right place. We are going to take what feels like a monumental task, passing the API 510 exam, and break it down into a clear, step-by-step 12-week guide.
So let's just dive right in, shall we? The most important question is the first one. Are you really ready to take on this exam? It's a huge step for your career, a real challenge, but it's one you can absolutely conquer with the right prep.
And let's start with a little reality check. Now don't let this spook you, but the first-time pass rate for the API 510 hovers somewhere around 50 to 60%. We're not showing you this to scare you, but to make one thing crystal clear, you need a solid plan. Winging it is just not an option here. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about why this certification is such a big deal. Why is it considered the gold standard in our industry? What makes all this effort totally worth it?
Well, it all comes down to the American Petroleum Institute, or API. They set the bar. Getting this certification means they're officially saying you have the knowledge to make critical calls on the integrity of pressure vessels. That is a massive responsibility, and it's exactly why this certification carries so much weight.
And here's the payoff for all that hard work. Passing this one exam unlocks doors in some of the most vital industries out there. We're talking oil and gas, petrochemical, power generation, you name it. A certified API 510 inspector is an absolutely essential player on the team.
All right, let's pull back the curtain and decode the exam itself. You know, knowing your enemy is half the battle. So let's break down exactly what you're going to be up against when you walk into that testing center.
Okay, take a look at these numbers. This thing is a marathon, not a sprint. We're talking about 7 hours and roughly 170 questions. But look closer at that first line, open book. Now, that does not mean it's easy. It's actually a clue. It tells you that your strategy has to be about finding information fast, not just memorizing it.
And these right here, these are your tools for exam day. These are the code books from organizations like ASME, the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, that you'll have right there with you. You don't have to have them memorized page for page, but you absolutely have to know your way around them. You need to be able to find answers on welding, on nondestructive examination, or NDE, in a flash.
And this is a perfect example of the kind of detail that can trip you up. Repair versus alteration. I mean, they sound pretty similar in conversation, right? But in the world of API 510, they have vastly different meanings and requirements. The exam is absolutely full of these make-or-break distinctions.
Okay, you know the stakes, you know the format. Now for the heart of this whole thing, your 12-week battle plan. This is your week-by-week roadmap to walking out of that exam with a passing score.
We've sliced this whole 12-week journey into 4 distinct, manageable phases. Think of each one as a focused sprint. We're going to start with the absolute core codes, then build on that with welding and NDE, then move into how it's all applied in the real world, and finally, we'll wrap up with an intense final review.
So that first month, weeks 1 through 4, is all about the foundation, API 510 and ASME Section 8 Division 1. These 2 documents are the bedrock of the entire exam. This is non-negotiable. It's where you'll master fundamentals like MAWP calculations, that's maximum allowable working pressure, and pressure testing requirements.
Okay, phase 2. During weeks 5 through 8, we're going to build on that foundation. We're diving deep into ASME Section 9, which is all about welding, and Section 5, which covers non-destructive examination. This is where you learn how to properly review a welding procedure specification, the WPS, and its supporting PQR, or Procedure Qualification Record. It's critical stuff.
For weeks 9 and 10, we make a really important shift. We move from the what to the how. The API recommended practices, the RPs, are all about the practical, hands-on application of the codes. This is where the theory you've been learning really meets the field.
All right, the home stretch. The final 2 weeks are all about one thing, execution. You'll be taking timed practice exams over and over to get the feel for test day. And just as important, you'll be tabbing your code books. This is where you build the speed, the accuracy, and the confidence you're going to need.
So now you have the plan, but let's talk about strategy. Let's get into some of those insider tips from inspectors who've been in that seat and passed. This is all about how you can work smarter, not just harder, on exam day.
You know, when you really get down to it, it boils down to 2 things: how well you prepare your code books and how you manage that ticking clock. I'm telling you, getting these 2 things right can absolutely be the difference between a pass and a fail.
I love this quote because it is the absolute truth for an open book exam like this. Having your books tabbed out, I'm talking smart, color-coded tabs that get you to the right chart or formula in seconds, it isn't just a nice to have, it's your secret weapon.
And you've got to be ruthless with your time. Let's do the math. It works out to roughly 2.5 minutes per question. That's it. So if a question has you stumped, you cannot afford to get bogged down. The strategy is simple. Flag it, move on, get all the easy points in the bank, and then circle back.
Okay, so we've looked at the challenge, we've broken down the exam, you have a plan, and you've got the strategy. Let's bring this all home with what might just be the most important message of all.
Look at this number. If you ever start feeling overwhelmed by all this, just remember this. Thousands of people just like you, go through this process and earn this certification every single year. It is a tough exam for sure, but it is a long way from impossible. This right here is the proof.
So burn this into your brain. The API 510 is not a test of how smart you are. It's not an IQ test. It's a test of your discipline, your preparation, and your ability to stick to a plan. And guess what? You now have that plan.
So, there you have it. You've got the roadmap. You know what it takes. The only question left is the same one we started with. But this time, you have everything you need to make the answer a definite yes. So, are you ready to start your 12 weeks?